What's up guys, Blademaster here, bringing you a quick video just testing out the many new units in the Langobards DLC. Just give you guys a good overview of the units there. So this is the Burgundians, and first we're going to test out the elite scattershot slingers. These units cost 750 or 725, some exorbitant amount of money, and they're very heavy in mass, just an incredibly powerful slinger on paper. I mean in terms of price, not even on paper. But take a look at their missile damage, 20 missile damage with 17 ammunition with access to precision shot and barrage, so very, very underwhelming. Yeah, the barrage and precision shot abilities are good, but I'm going to test them against, like with Armenian slingers, and they're going to be faced up against Germanic horsemen with a single experience, or single silver experience chevron. So what's crazy about these guys, they fire 3 projectiles. I'm not really sure exactly how that works compared to the Armenian slingers. Let's see, we can probably see it now. So I'm going to turn on precision shot and quick reload for these guys and precision shot for Armenian slingers too. So let's go ahead and see.
Pick your target.
Why are they doing that? Okay.
Reload now.
What are they? Are they even shooting? Okay, they're trying to do that now. So they fired 3 projectiles. Oh, they fired 3 slingshots at once. I wonder how that affects accuracy. But let's go ahead and fast forward. Sorry, Theocles. And I can just tell you guys right now, these guys absolutely suck balls. The Armenian slingers completely outclassed them while costing like literally half of what they cost. 14 kills with these guys, 7 on Germanic horsemen. The missile damage, even with precision shot, is just so terrible that it really, like, having extra ammunition and having a higher reload speed. I'm not really sure what the reload speed is for these guys, but it's clearly pretty, at least on par with Armenian slingers. But looking at the stats, 26 kills with the Armenian slingers and 16 only with these guys, while they cost 750 compared to, or 725 compared to 450 for the Armenian slingers. Next up, we are going to be testing the Germanic Brigands versus the Barb Skirmishers. These are the Barb Skirmishers are the other unique unit for the Burgundians, and they're unique only to the Burgundians, I believe. These units cost around 525 talents, whereas the Germanic Brigands, the reason why I brought these units is simply because I wanted to test the regular missile damage, which almost all javelins have right now, which is 90 with 15 bonus versus cavalry versus 105 missile damage with 15 bonus versus cavalry for the Barb Skirmishers. So I think the results will be pretty clear. Let's go ahead and press play while I turn on, yeah, there we go. So with one, let's go ahead and, okay, so that's one volley shot. Okay, let's go ahead and put it in slow motion, and that's the result of one volley. Let's pause it here. 55 and 58. So already you can see there's a head start for these guys. I've also turned on precision shot, which gives their missile damage, which puts their missile damage all the way up to 155, because out of the 105, this is the second volley. Out of the 105, 100 is I believe base damage, and only 5 is armor penetrating. But that means when you turn on precision shot, they get an extra 50 damage. So 46 Germanic horsemen left, only 55 or 55 left, 54. So you can see these guys are just incredibly deadly skirmishers. Only problem is they are very expensive. They are definitely on the more expensive side. But the results are clear. I mean, they're just really, really, really deadly. Even against cavalry, against anything, I would say, they would just be amazing. Like, I think in skirmishers in Attila depend more on brute strength. Like, rate of fire matters more, base missile damage matters more, stuff like that matters, instead of armor penetrating and like the more nuanced aspects of skirmish fire. That aspect these guys deliver completely. Germanic Brigands, the only reason I brought them was to because they are the other skirmisher unit in the Burgundian roster, which have only 90 missile damage javelins. So I wanted to test the regular javelins versus the elite javelins, so to say, for the Burgundians. After this, we're going to be testing the Burgundian mounted axemen, I believe. These are the second incredibly underwhelming unit for the Burgundians, just a massive disappointment. 70 melee attack is brilliant, but they wield axes, which means they're going to do jack shit against cavalry. Those axes are just not going to reach cavalry. They don't have a bonus versus cavalry as well. And couple that with the 10 charge bonus that they have, with the whopping 10 charge bonus that they have, and they're going to do absolutely nothing. So actually, no, we're going to test the regular scattershot hurlers against the elite scattershot slingers. The scattershot hurlers cost 100 something talents, 180, whereas these guys cost like 7 times as much. And the results are going to be pretty surprising and pretty good for the scattershot hurlers, in that both of them do next to nothing. So in case you wanted to use a slinger, might as well just bring a scattershot hurler, which costs 1/7 the price of the elite scattershot hurlers. So 6 kills with these guys, only 2 kills with them. They have access to precision shot, which is good for them too. But the elite scattershot hurlers have 40 missile damage, which means they wield the regular sword, 65 armor and 124 health and 65 morale. But I mean, all those are the most useless stats for a slinger. Why would you ever need stats like that for a slinger? It just makes no sense. Senseless unit. So so 7 kills with the scattershot hurlers, 11 kills with the elite scattershot hurlers. So if you're going to use slingers in the sense that they are, I mean, in the role that they're supposed to be used, like against cavalry, might as well just bring some scattershot hurlers. I think maybe bringing 2 or 3 of them would actually do a pretty decent amount of damage just from pure rate of fire. And if you turn on precision shot, they actually do a pretty decent amount of damage, I would say, for a cheap cost too. So now Burgundian mounted axemen, who cost 725 talents, are going to be squared up against Germanic horsemen with what is this, 4 experience chevrons. So that's 54 is 60, so that's 685 talents. And oh yeah, at this point me and Alkimos were like debating what to do. Should we put these guys on diamond, or should we put them in regular formation? It doesn't really matter. 215 health on top of this with 42 armor. What kind of shit stats are those, man? Just such a disappointment, these units. 75, they're medium melee cavalry. These guys are heavy melee cavalry. 49 morale is okay. They have discipline, which is decent. But again, no point ever at bringing these guys. They'd probably do decent against infantry. They actually do pretty well against infantry because, most of the charge kills would come from the impact damage. These are medium melee cavalry, so they won't get a lot of impact damage that way. But I mean, 70, you can't doubt 70 missile melee damage. But against cavalry, even with frenzy, nothing. Just nothing. They lose 20. Wow, they lose like 30 units before they get 3 kills on Germanic horsemen. So yeah, incredibly underwhelming against cavalry, and that's the biggest reason why I would never bring these guys. So now Burgundian mounted axemen with diamond formation on, and another Burgundian mounted axemen where the I think the Germanic horsemen will have diamond formation on, I think. It's times like these that I just want there to be like an extra fast forward option which goes like 20x, because I know exactly how this is going to pan out, and I'm sure many of you know how exactly this is going to pan out. Yeah, they actually managed to last a bit longer with the diamond formation on, but they actually get a couple of kills. No, oh yeah, this is going to be pretty surprising actually. With the diamond formation on, their performance like boosts up by a huge amount. They start to get more than 3 kills. Get like 17, 18. Yeah, they're actually doing quite well. But this is only because they have diamond formation on and the Germanic horsemen don't have diamond formation on. 24, 25, I mean, still just so underwhelming. Like, they can't beat Germanic horsemen, but I mean, they are, I think they're meant to be used as anti-infantry cavalry, like companions, back when they weren't useless. But there was no reason you would ever bring these guys over the Royal Lancers. And I won't be showing a lot of the Royal Lancers. Oh, actually, no, I will be showing the Royal Lancers later on in this vid. But you guys would have probably seen it already from the Tagmata 2.0 vid that I've posted earlier. Those guys are just devastating. And actually make up for the horrendous disappointment that the Burgundian mounted axemen are. So, yeah, these Burgundian mounted axemen are just about dead. Not going to get a single kill. Oh, actually, no, they're getting 2 kills. But again, no competition. Route with 26 units left. Fucking shameful display. Shameful display. And now it's going to be the barbed lancers. These are again units that I kind of like. I mean, they look really nice on paper. 205 charge bonus, but pretty shit health. But very nice melee defense at 40. Their armor is very poor though, which is again going to counteract the nice melee defense that they have. So all in all, I think they're probably kind of an underwhelming unit. That said, I really like their charge bonus, and they only cost like 600 talents, which means they could be useful while bringing, like, you can bring some Germanic horseman center with a couple of these shock cavalry. So 4, 5, 6 kills, 7 kills right off the charge. But after that, they start to drop pretty quickly. They do get quite a few kills on Germanic horsemen, which is good for them. because Germanic horsemen, of course, are probably the most cost-effective cavalry in the game right now, save for Tagmara. Yeah, these guys pose no threat to Germanic horsemen. They'd probably be much better used if you just bring one or two of them and use them as just dedicated anti-infantry units, and they'd probably be more cost-effective than bringing barbarian or the other mounted axemen, the Burgundian mounted axemen. So here's what is surprising: with no wedge formation on, they do so much better. And I think this is just a general case for cavalry, for shock cavalry. Wedge really doesn't matter at all, and wedge actually just makes them worse. Without wedge, they destroy Germanic horsemen. I think just simply because more of the unit just hit the enemy Germanic horsemen at the same time, which leads to both a morale penalty from a lot of units dying at once, and more Germanic horsemen being caught by the charge. So they actually do pretty well. I think they basically win, or no, they come very, very close to defeating Germanic horsemen, which is a huge deal. I mean, shock cavalry usually pose no threat to melee cavalry, especially a very cost-effective one like Germanic horsemen. And compared to these Germanic horsemen actually cost more than the Barb Lancers. On the other hand, using diamond formation on your melee cavalry is like something that you absolutely have to do every time. And these units again take a lot of casualties on the charge, the Germanic horsemen. Let's see if they actually do well with diamond formation on. Yeah, usually they do much, much better with diamond formation on, regardless of the cavalry unit that they're facing. So 40 units left here. These units actually had 39. Yeah, these guys are basically killing the rest of them off with 39 units left as well.
Our men flee the field of battle.
Okay, so now this is where the Burgundians are really going to shine. Now we're going to move on to the Royal Lancers. You guys know exactly what these guys are capable of. So if you've seen the Tagmara 2.0 video. So let's test them against Germanic horsemen, who are completely inferior to Germanic horsemen, or to Tagmara cavalry in each and every way possible. That'll be interesting. I wonder how that goes. So with wedge, one of them is with wedge. They get 45 melee attack and 305 charge bonus. But again, I think wedge is just not as useful an ability as diamond is. Again, 20 kills off the charge on Germanic horsemen. You can see the Germanic horsemen are starting to waver right from the charge. That's simply because of the fear stack. These guys have the scare ability, and on top of the immense charge bonus that they have, they basically just chain route a Germanic horseman once they catch them on the charge, which is just such a fun thing to see. Like, I just love that. I mean, it reminds me of the Swaby charges back, the like couple of weeks where they were so supremely overpowered, where like, a chain route was inevitable when you brought a Swaby build. These guys kind of remind me of them. So here, without any wow. Yeah, without wedge formation, destroy Germanic horsemen in a matter of seconds. They just kill them off right off the charge. They lose one unit. They lose one fucking unit, and they kill off an entire Germanic horseman. Now, Germanic horsemen with diamond will probably do much better against these Royal Lancers, I think. Again, lose a shit ton of units right off the charge. These units, the Royal Lancers lose a couple of units off the bat. Still just not good enough. I think bringing a main line of these guys is probably feasible, just simply because they're so strong. Yeah, they destroy Germanic horsemen. As for the rest, I don't think I have any other units to... Yeah, I don't think I have any other units to review. So that's going to be the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more. Peace.